Okay, welcome guys to Tier 1 Jank. I am Marcus. We are going to be trying to keep the fun going with Mono Black Control. It is an upgraded version of Dev Stack over at Strictly Better MTG. Um, Eric over at Sideboard MTG did a live stream of it that just ended. I'm going to be streaming my own version of the deck that is just a couple cards different than Dev's. Just trying to get everything set here. Okay. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Not mono red. Let me check something here real quick. Just a second. Okay. Alright, here we go. This looks fine. One of the cards I have that is different than Dev's was I didn't have 4 copies of this 2-drop. I'm trying to remember what it was. A Dusk Legion Zealot. So I'm using Burglar Rat instead. We do have 4 copies of Vraska's Contempt rather than the 2, and I put in a couple Doom Whispers, so we may see those. Um, I was talking and not paying attention. I should have just played a Swamp and then Fungal Infection his Llanowar Elves. Um, should we do that now so he doesn't have the mana, or play the Burglar Rats? I think we want to get rid of the Elf. So we'll do that. Sorry, I just got to mess with a couple things here. There we go. And back to Ravina. Okay, we have Steel Leaf revealed. Okay, so I guess it's good that I got rid of those elves because we don't want that Steel Leaf. He would have been out on turn 2. Well, I guess not because he adventured Impulsed. Play our Swamp here. Is that what we want to do? Yeah, we don't need to play Cracker now, so we'll just play the Swamp. Play Burglar Rats. I'll wait for him to get out maybe that Steel Leaf Champion before we play the Playcrafter and try to get rid of that. Okay. Now we'll get rid of the Steel Leaf Champion with the Playcrafter. Hi Drake, thanks for joining me. And thanks for subscribing. And we'll go ahead and attack in. And play our Watery Grave Tap since we don't need the mana this turn. I did add a couple blue sources to the deck just so we could cast Dispersal if we want to. And for that reason I did take out the Cabal Stronghold because now all our other sources are swamps, so I didn't really feel the need to put that in. Let's see what we have here. Do we want to get rid of the Brontodon and swing in? I think that's what we want to do. Alright, and then we swing in with both. Eric did pretty well with this deck earlier, so I'm hoping we do well too. I haven't actually tested this out yet. I just kind of threw the list together earlier from what Dev had up and then a couple different cards of my own. swamp. I'm gonna go ahead and discovery. Oh wait, hold on. We have 6, so we could actually dispersal here. I think we want to do that and just keep the pressure on. You might not discard the Steel Leaf Champion. Maybe it would be better to try to get him to have no cards in hand and do this, but I just want to keep getting in there. Let's see what he discards. It's Forest. Okay, so we'll swing in for 3. If anything, we could block the Steel Leaf with the Playcrafter, get it back, play it again. He reveals our Jade Light Ranger. And we get another swamp. I don't really think we need more of those at this point. Yeah, we'll just pass. We might block with the Playcrafter and then use the Memorial to Folly to get it back. It does have 3 powers, so it can block the Steel Champion. Let's see, it looks like it got a couple lands. No, I can't. Let me go to attacks here. Okay, it looks like he didn't want to attack with the Steel Champion. I guess he knows what we had planned there. Okay, so we'll just pass the turn here. I'll go ahead and change the setting here. Oh, Carnage Tyrant, that's not what we want to see. Now, another one of the changes I made as far as the lands was I did add a copy of Detection Tower, so if we see that, we will be able to target the Carnage Tyrant, so hopefully that happens. Let's go ahead, Fungal Infection, the Jade Light Ranger. You know, we probably should have done that to the Steel Leaf Champion and then just blocked it. I'm a little distracted, guys, sorry. We'll block that. Yeah, because if we would have played that on the Steel Leaf Champion, blocked the Llanowar Elves with the Saproling, that would have left him with 1 creature left, and then when we got the Playcrafter back, we might have been able to get rid of the Carnage Tyrant. That would have been the much better play. Let's see, we have 6. Now we're 1 off from being able to play the Chupacabra and the Playcrafter. But we will at least play the Chupacabra and get rid of the Steel Leaf Champion. No attacks. And let's see, the Carnage Tyrant has Trample. I think we'll block with the Chupacabra. We might want to try to get that back out of the graveyard. We'll end up sacking his Vine Mares to the Playcrafter, so that didn't go the way it should have if I played that correctly. Go ahead and bring this chat up and see how much that takes over. We only have 1 person in chat right now, but okay, so we have Playcrafter and Eldest Reborn now. I think we'll go ahead and play Eldest Reborn. We'll sack the Vine Mare. Hopefully we'll be able to get rid of the Carnage Tyrant next turn with the Playcrafter. No attacks. So, looks like the chat isn't taking up too much of the screen. We're not going to bother blocking this because it's point off the trample. And okay, you got Adventurous Impulse. He's probably going to pull a creature and then play it. Yeah, so we're not going to get rid of his Carnage Time. The Blade Cracker, that's unfortunate. Oh, but we will be able to Dispersal, I believe. That does not target. Yes, okay. So that's exactly what we needed off the top. With cast Dispersal, it's going to bounce the Carnage Tyrant back to his hand. He's going to be forced to discard it, and then we'll get it back next turn with the Eldest Reborn. We will no attacks here. Okay, he goes ahead and scoops. So that's 1-0, even with the punt. We'll go ahead and jump into another game. So I'm just checking on a couple things here. Got our 250 coins. Our challenge today is casting blue or red spells, so I'm not going to get much of that on this deck. A couple from the Discovery Dispersals. I do have enough coins to do a draft, so that might be the next stream we do. If there's anything you guys want to see, just please let me know. If you can, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Anything you can do would help at this point. We're still new and getting into this. Okay, we have a couple Burglar Rats, Vraska's Contempt, and a Doom Whisperer, 3 land. That seems okay. Force from the opponent. Okay, we have no Fungal Infection this time, so we're good to play the Folly. And a Druid from our opponent. We'll go ahead and put Burglar Rat. And our opponent discard a card. This deck does seem a lot of fun. I kind of like the mono black control list. I know Dev put out one last season that was pretty fun. Another budget deck. I did see a couple people playing it at FNMs. With mixed results, it wasn't a top tier deck, but it did get some wins and seemed pretty fun. Okay, you got a land and a lot more elves. And we call it Eldest Reborn. We could use a couple more land. I think we just want to pass the turn and then maybe cast down. No, we should probably play Crafter. Yeah, I think we play Crafter. Oh, it's likely only get rid of his Druid, but I think that's the way to go here. We'll hold cast down. See if we play something bigger that's not legendary. One more land and we can Vraska's Contempt. Oh, he's got to play Crafter as well, so we'll be getting hit for 3 this turn. And we draw Discovery. We could play Burglar Rats, make him get rid of a card and then block. We could hold up Cast Down. We could play Discovery and try to get another land. And then play the Burglar Rats. How many cards are real? I think we play Discovery and try to hit our land drop and then just play the Burglar Rats. Okay, so we're gonna Surveil, Swamp to the top, I think. We probably want to keep Golden Demise. I think a lot of his creatures are going to be 2 toughness or less, so we'll leave that under the swamp. Draw the card, play our swamp, and the burglar rats. Or no, we have cast down up now. Yeah, we'll try to cast down the Jade Light Ranger or something bigger on their end step. No, we'll cast down Jade Light Ranger when he attacks, most likely. There we go. Looks like we're facing Golgari here. I haven't seen any Wild Growth Walkers or anything like that. I'm not sure if that's the deck they're on. We'll go ahead and play our Burglar Rats. One will be down to 2 cards. So we're looking okay right now. We can Vraska's Contempt whatever he plays next turn. Okay. Sorry, I was just checking something there. Damage. And we'll pass. Okay, let's see. That costs 3. I don't think I want to sack that now because we just don't want to be down on mana. Okay, actually, we probably will end up doing that now that he has a Carnage Tyrant out. I'm not quite sure why he did that unless he just doesn't realize that we can get our Playcrafter back. That's exactly what we're going to do. I didn't necessarily want to get rid of the Folly right now and be down to 3 mana, but that's the only answer that we have to Carnage Tyrant right now unless we draw another land and play the Eldest Reborn. I don't want to count on that, so we'll go ahead and sack. Get our Playcrafter back. Force him to discard or to sacrifice the Carnage Tyrant on our turn. And we drew another Eldest Reborn, so that was the right call. Sack our Burglar Rats. And he has an Eldest Reborn of his own, so maybe that was why he played the Carnage Tyrant last turn. He just knew he was going to get it back. Hey. Well, pass. We don't have anything to do here. We'll discard. I think we'll discard Fungal Infection. My Golden Demise could still take out a couple things at once if he has a couple Jade Light Rangers or elves. So we'll hang on to that as well as the others. Just checking something up here. Okay. So we have something. Alright. Okay, now I think we Golden Demise this turn, so when he brings his Carnage Tyrant back next turn, we can play our own Eldest Reborn. I'm sure that's what he's going to do now. Yes. Okay, and now we play our own Eldest Reborn. Carnage Tyrant is going to be doing a lot of dying this game. Oh wouldn't be surprised if our opponent has another Eldest Reborn of his own and we just keep playing this game. Hey, Merfolk Branchwalker. He explores, gets a land, Memorial to Folly, so that's gonna help him get his Carnage Tyrant back before we're able to get it with the Eldest Reborn. We will untap before we get to the third lore counter. So we're just gonna play our Doom Whisperer. I wonder if we should have Vraska's Contempted Branchwalker so we could only have the Carnage Tyrant out next turn and be able to Eldest Reborn. Let's see, is he going to be able to do both? He's going to have to tap 3, sack that. Okay, so he shouldn't be able to play the Carnage Tyrant next turn. Okay, we're going to Surveil before our Doom Whisperer goes away. We do want the Memorial to Folly. I don't think we need another Swamp. And do we want to pay another 2 life to see that second card? No, because that would put us within 2 hits of Carnage Tyrant. I think we ought to just stay at 15. We know what our next card is. I think that's good enough. And as far as our graveyard, we have Plaguecrafter still. So that's another Edict effect for us. We may need to Vraska's Contempt this. Well, I guess we won't get the chance to only have 1 creature out for Carnage Tyrant. He will most likely get that on end step. Oh wait, he left it in the crit. Did he not realize what we're going to do here? Okay, I think our opponent made a mistake. He could have used his Memorial to Folly on his turn to get his Carnage Tyrant back to his hand, which would have not let us get it with Eldest Reborn. So I'm not sure what his thinking was there. Oh, okay, he's going to do it in response. That makes sense. So, I mean, I guess we probably should have just got our Plaguecrafter back. That would have been better. We'll play the Memorial of Folly, and we'll pass. Yeah, so if we would have got our Plaguecrafter back, then he would have had 1 less creature. We could have Vraska's Contempt. That would have been the play to make. My attention is not at 100% right now. My mind is 80% here, thinking about the stream. I'm still trying to make sure all these settings are right. Okay, well, we're going to Vraska's Contempt, Twilight Prophet. He plays his Carnage Tyrant. Okay, now I think if he doesn't draw another creature and we're able to Vraska's Contempt the Branchwalker, then we'll be able to get rid of Carnage Tyrant again with the Eldest Reborn. We could play Doom Whisper and just block. That's probably the better option. So we'll just do that. You might have an answer for it. Okay. Let's see, if we take 2 life now, that'll put us down to 11. He's going to deal 9 to us. Yeah, definitely should have brought back my own playcraft earlier. I think that might have made the difference. And he's got a brass.
I'm good at what I do, and what I do is win.
Okay, so I did make some mistakes this game. I don't think we're going to win this one, but that was not the deck's fault. That was mine. Just have to try another one. And just gonna turn. That'll be the game. We'll say good game. And we'll try another one after this. We're 1-1 so far. And it looks like we did get a couple more spells just from the dispersal towards our quest. Oh, looks like there was a timer up on the draft down in Maria. I wonder what they'll be putting up after that. It seems like the last couple times they've put up a draft. I would like to see some of the older sets on the draft, maybe like an Ixalan. I would like to draft some Ixalan. I think that would be fun. There are a few cards in Ixalan that I haven't wanted to burn wild cards for yet, and just haven't done any drafting for that or any really open mini packs for Ixalan. I think this seems fine. Okay, we did not need to draw another land off the top, but that's what we got. Golgari is popular right now. He puts a Lothlet Giant in the graveyard. No, well, he puts 3 cards in the graveyard. And the land on top. Okay, I think we might have to cast down this Glowspore Shaman. And then just play Crafters for the next 2 turns. So we'll go ahead and do that. And he sacrifices it to draw more cards. Maybe we should have just done that during our turn. Every once in a while, somebody will play something main phase that is more relevant to take out, so that's why I waited, but we'll play our Playcraft now. And see what our opponent has. Another Glowspore Shaman. So dump some more cards in the graveyard. His Undergrowth count. It is up to 5 now. We'll go ahead and play the Ravenous Chupacabra. I'd rather keep the Edict effect up in case we do run into something like a Carnage Tyrant. It's at 5, so we may be seeing that next turn. He's going to get back something from the graveyard. He gets back Stitcher Supplier. Got the mana up to play it. And he put a Carnage Tyrant in the graveyard. So that's good for us, as long as he can't get it back. I think We are going to go ahead and Vraska's Contempt the Find Broker, so he isn't able to find brokers out of the graveyard. And then we'll attack with the Chupacabra. He may be able to find broker his Carnage Tyrant out of the graveyard, but we Vraska's Contempt that anyway.
Leave before I make its pain
Does have a Vraska.
again.
We can bounce that with the. Oh, I guess we can't because we don't have the blue. If we draw blue mana, we can bounce Vraska with the Dispersal, provided that's still the highest mana cost spell he has up. But what we could do, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We'll attack in with the Plague or with the Chupacabra. Then we'll cast Golden Demise. That'll leave him with creatures on the board. And then we're able to cast Plague Crafter. And that will get rid of Vraska. Okay. Another Fine Broker. I'm guessing he'll get back Carnage Tyrant, maybe Vraska. Although his undergrowth count is up to 10 now, so the Lothlet Giant will do quite a bit of damage. Got back Vraska. We don't have a blue source, so I'm just going to go ahead and Discovery. I guess I probably should have waited to play my land in case we got a Memorial to Genius. Okay, we'll go ahead and see. We're only going to have 5 up, so we don't want the Doom Whisperer. I think we'll put the Doom Whisperer in the graveyard, go ahead and draw the Eldest Reborn and play that. He might be able to get his Carnage Tyrant out of the graveyard. He's got a lot of cards in the graveyard right now. I think that's the best target though. The Lothlet Giant isn't gonna do as much damage for us. We've got 3, 4 creatures in the graveyard right now. We did not need to see a swamp, which is what we got. We got Crawl Foragers. Okay, that one gains of 1. Okay, so he went up to 27 life from the Foragers. And yep. And Nebraska.
It's time to step out of the shadows.
So yeah, I don't know if this deck quite has what it needs to outpace the Golgari decks. Oh yeah, we have a Doom Whisperer, Chupacabra. We got our Doom Whisperer, we could fly in over at Vraska. But I think the better option is probably to get the Carnage Tyrant out of his graveyard. Although he might just have a Blade Crafter or something like that, and then we'll be forced to discard it. I think we're just going to hold up this land in our hand. We don't need 9 mana for anything. This is not going the way I hoped it would. Okay, so we're going to block. Do we want to block? Yeah, I think so. We're going to block.
Everyone is expendable.
I think he would. Okay, that makes sense. Well, this isn't looking good. He just gained more life from his foragers, got Journey to Eternity flipped, and now he's just going to be bringing creatures out of the graveyard every time. I don't think we have any way to come back from this. We drew another land, which was not what we needed. I think we're just gonna go ahead and concede this one. If there's anything that brings us back from here. I don't like this deck against the Golgari decks. I think against maybe the red decks and things like that, it might do a little bit better. But the Golgari decks just get so much value out of the graveyard that it's hard to keep up. I have Nebraskas and just more powerful cards from the Golgari combination. Just the straight black alone, because they're playing all the best cards that we're playing, plus the best black green cards and the best green cards. And I just I don't think this deck's quite as good. It's a fun deck. It's a good deck, but I just think it's a little bit you know outgunned by the Golgari deck. I think we can leave it on top. We'll play Water Grave Tab first turn and Discovery next turn, provided we don't draw a 2-drop. And guess what? We're facing Golgari again. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Alright, well, we did draw a 2-drop, so we'll go ahead and play the Burglar Rat. Wait, we have a blocker for the Branch Walker who only has 1 toughness. Discards a land. I don't think this matchup's any good, though. Assassin Trophy on the Burglar Rat, so we'll get our own land. I'm not sure if I would have done that. We don't need more than the amount of black we have right now to cast anything, but we do need. Oh, okay. I was thinking that we needed 2 dispersal, which is why I went and grabbed the island. I think we'll go ahead and play the Playcrafter. So back, we could have Dark Bargain, but try to keep as many bodies off the field as possible. And he's got a Fine Broker. We'll probably get back. Oh, he can only get back the Elves. It's the only permanent. That wasn't the best value card to get back, but honestly, I think our opponent's probably not that worried about it right now. We'll go ahead and cast Eldest Reborn. And see what our opponent has this turn. Doom Whisper. It's not getting any better for us. This is what I mean. He's got all the best cards that we have in our deck. Doom Whisperer, Vraska's Contempt, Eldest Reborn. But then he's also got things like Fine Broker, which we can't play in this deck. So it gets a little bit frustrating. Now, we can cast Dispersal this turn and get rid of or bounce the Doom Whisperer back to his hand, but then he's just going to discard Llanowar Elves. We might want to see if he maybe like draws a land, plays Llanowar Elves next turn, and then we're able to Dispersal the Whisperer back and make him discard it. So I think we'll just hold up our mana now, maybe Dark Bargain. It's going to put us extremely low, but I don't think it really matters at this point. He's going to attacks. Okay, we will Fungal Infection, the Doom Whisperer. That'll give us a blocker in the form of a sapling, so we can block the Fine Broker. We'll go ahead and do that. So at least this way we're only taking 5 this turn. Okay, plays this Branch Walker. He's going to play the Long Arrows because otherwise he's going to have to discard it next turn. And then we'll be able to cast Dispersal and force him to get rid of the Doom Whisperer. Although, okay, so he does that. Even if he can't play this land, okay, he does. And we'll cast Dark Bargain. Okay, so we'll choose Memorial of the Folly, Eldest Reborn, the Swamp will go to our graveyard. Our Eldest Reborn will go off. What does our opponent have? Just the Branch Walker. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get the Plague Crafter back. That'll force the sacrifice a creature, which I'm guessing will be Lawnmower Elves. Then we'll cast Dispersal. Did I just mess up there? Did we need another blocker? So if I would have got the Branch Walker, I could have blocked the Fine Broker. So I think we're going to be dead on board now because he's coming in for 5 even after we get rid of the Doom Whisperer. Yeah. Should have grabbed something that wasn't going to sacrifice it, though. Alright, well, I'm going back now. We'll just play our Memorial and the Dispersal, get rid of the Doom Whisperer. We're still dead on board. Good game, opponent. Alright, we're 1 and 2, so not the greatest results. That's partly my fault. Like I said, I haven't play tested this deck at all, so I don't have all the interactions like muscle memory. Did make a couple punts here. So we'll go ahead and try one more. We'll go up to 3 losses. And I think I'm probably gonna have to run to the store after this. When I get back, we might do another stream, maybe a draft. Okay, that's a lot of land. I don't think that's what we're. That's a little bit better. We'll be able to discovery on 2. I don't think we want Vraska's Contempt right now. We'll play our Memorial Pass. Okay, so not Golgari. Let's see if this does any better against the red deck. Okay, we'll discovery here. Another Vraska's Contempt and a Swamp. I think that's fine. We're gonna want the life gain against red. And now we know for sure that we're going to be able to rest Contempt on 4 since we already see a swamp here. I take 1 Firebrand, Fire Swamp. Restless Contempt on 4, probably Eldritch Reborn on 5. We'll do it on their turn in case they play something bigger, although it looks like our opponent is hurting for land here. Yeah, they got their second land. They might be playing a Steam Gun or something like that. Okay, so we will definitely want Rascal's Contempt for that. I'm not sure why they didn't wait till their second main phase to play it. I wasn't going to take out either one of these on attacks anyway, because I was pretty sure he was going to be playing a Steam Cannon. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that. We'll take our 2 from the little guys here. And see what we get here. Alright. Player Swamp and Eldritch Board. We'll sack probably the Firebrand. And we're just trying to slow down any damage we're taking here. Yoshino Pyromancer. Take 2 from that. Another 1 from the Lava Runner. Okay. And we're just going to go ahead and play another Eldritch Reborn. We'll most likely be bringing his creatures back from the graveyard. We might get a Firebrand and just shoot down Pyromancer. Okay, so we'll do that. And he'll be forced to discard. He discards Banefire. We'll play a Swamp and pass the turn. He Lightning Strikes on end step. And we have a Gutter Snipe. So I'll resolve. And we're going to go ahead and sacrifice this Firebrand to destroy the Pyromancer. And Contempt the Gutter Snipe. We do not want him getting any triggers off of that. Okay, now we'll go ahead and we could get the Pyromancer, or we could get the Firebrand again and just hold it up in case he has another 1 toughness creature we want to get rid of. A lot of runners do have 2 toughness, so I think we're just better off getting the Pyromancer. And we'll cast Discovery. I don't think we want Burglar Rats. We do want Ravenous Chupacabra, so we'll take that. We'll play our land. Pass. Opponent cast Risk Factor. Not sure why he did that on his turn, but we're going to go ahead and take the action. It does put us down to 6, but I think that's better than him drawing 3 cards. We'll go ahead and attack in. Maybe we should have just held it up for a blocker. We do have to do some damage of our own. We'll hold back the Chupacabra. Okay, and there's a firebrand. We could have blocked the firebrand with the pyromancer if he would have held that back. He does have another one. So we'd be taking 2 damage from that, which will put us down to 4, which means when he risk factors next time, we'll be forced to let him draw the cards. So this one isn't looking too great for us either. Okay, so I think we'll just play the Eldest Reborn. We are going to hold back the Pyromancer this time. And then we'll pass. Well, actually, we won't know. Okay, we go to combat, we can attack with the Pyromancer and then play the Chupacabra. We'll do that. Wanted to use that on something bigger, like a Goblin Chain Whirler or something like that, but we are so close to being dead here, we just need to do whatever we can. This flame killed. That's kind of surprising. He had a Rekindling Phoenix and a Wizard's Lightning. Okay, I guess he only had 3 mana. He could have played the Wizard's Lightning before the Flame of Keldo. That would have put us down to 1 life. And then played the Risk Factor, probably draw it into a shock or something. We did not need another Swamp. Hopefully we even have any creatures in the grave at this point. We do. Okay, we have a Burglar Rat, so we could get that back. I think we just want to attack one creature. He may draw several creatures that can attack next turn. But we did already play 2. We played 3 Firebrands, so he probably only got the one other one that has haste in the deck. We're gonna go ahead and sack Memorial to Folly, get back our Burglar Rat. He's not gonna have to discard a card, but really I just want another body on the board right now. He's going to draw an extra 2 cards off of the Flame of Keld. Most likely builds this turn. He's got King Whirler. That's going to kill our Burglar Rat and the Pyromancer. We're going to go ahead and get the Burglar Rat back again. Too worried about losing the mana. Force him to discard another card. Let's see, we could get his Rekindling Phoenix. Let me just check the wording on that. Okay, so we'll get the token, and when it's sacrificed, team won't be able to get his Rekindling Phoenix. We'll do that, I think. We'll play our Burglar Rats. Forces him to discard a card. He discards a Lava Runner. And then we're going to go ahead and cast down the Chain Whirler and attack him with the Chupacabra. Still, we're down to 3 life. Our opponent has Risk Factor. He has Flame of Keld going off. He only needs 1 burn spell to kill us. We will decline. So even if he just has Shock, he's got Lava Runner. We do not need another Swamp. We'll just attack with the Phoenix. In case he does have something like another Lava Runner, something like that. We definitely want 2 blockers at least. Risk Factor again. We have no choice but to let him draw the cards, which really doesn't feel good. He has three Risk Factors in his graveyard that he's able to cast. He may just end up sacrificing this Firebrand to do 1 point to us. And we draw another Swamp, which we do not need. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and attack. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't drawn another burn spell yet. And we'll pass. We need the blockers up. I'm just hanging on to the Swamp because we don't need it out there. You might think we have a kill spell or something. He's going to shoot us for one with the Firebrand. And then we get hit with the shock. Okay, well, not the results I was hoping for, but that is the mono black control deck. Like I said, it is pretty much Dev's deck with a couple changes. I hope you enjoyed it, even though we didn't do so well. Uh, I may be streaming again later on, possibly doing a draft, something like that. So I hope you'll join me for that. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that, and thank you all for joining me.